Hello everyone. I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. I'm here for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season 7 episode 14. So Esther Lee, that she's still going on about if you want these hands, you can get these hands. You not about that life. And then finally Sierra's like, you know what? I'm not about that life. I'm about my business and growing my business. How are you doing, ma'am? I was like, see, that's how you just let her know. You about your business. You're not about that life. When did being about that life be something to be happy about, to be respected about? Because you can't go to the bank saying, I'm about that business. Ma'am, what are you here for? I want a loan because I would like to get a house. What are your credentials? I'm about that life. They gonna laugh you out the business, out the bank. But if you go there talking about I have a business and here's my portfolio and I want to, expand on my business, have several others, they gonna think your business is doing good. Okay, we're gonna give you some money. But being about that life is not gonna get you nowhere. I'm just saying. But Rashida shuts all that down. Look here. Y'all over here fussing and fighting. Me and Kirk, we going through real things. Kirk just lost his mama. Kirk been cheating on me since season 1. Kirk had a full-on baby with somebody else out here who keeps up popping everywhere, and we trying to keep it together. And y'all out here fighting over some pettiness. This is when BK's like, you know what? I want to apologize. It's not in my character to call any woman out of her name, but that was not true because they love rolling that beautiful bean footage, and it did show him calling her out of her name. So now she's like, you know what? She gonna have Stevie handle that when she get back to Atlanta. I'm like, Stevie is not your man for real. He's, sleeping with you on occasion and selling you this pipe dream. But Stevie not your man for real. Stevie ain't out here trying to get in trouble with the law any more than what he is. I'm just gonna let you know that, girl. So, we have Tommy. Now, some other stuff that happened besides, Tommy fighting security. Apparently, she showed up on set uninvited and brought a few people with her, and they out here threatening not only security and, people who work on the show, but their families as well. I'm like, Tommy, see, girl, you doing too much. And these people who were with you, did they at any time tell you that this is a bad idea and say we shouldn't do this? I'm guessing not, seeing as how they was there and they was ready to fight and attack people for just because Tommy's in her alcoholic state and can't handle herself. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I guess, some of the people who work on the show was like, you know what, bump this. I did not sign up to be getting attacked, and I did not sign up to have my family threatened because somebody don't know how to act on this show. So some people like, we ain't even gonna work with Tommy. So they send out a substance abuse expert to talk to Tommy to get to the bottom of these things. But Tommy say she's a shy person and she drinks, to be more social. Alcoholism is in her family and she knows what it's like and she knows it's embarrassing. It's just that she going through some things. Her family, she's basically supporting her whole entire family. She didn't got into it with her sister, but she drinks a lot to cope with the support that she doesn't have at home. But she does feel bad about, threatening old dude's wife because they was real cool at one point. And she still does not believe that she's an alcoholic. And I'm like, I don't know what it's going to take for her to believe that. But the dude's like, I believe that you're an alcoholic. And any person who has someone in their family who is an alcoholic, they should be very conscious of this. But she tells him, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to prove you wrong. Like, she just going to stop. I'm going to show you I can stop drinking at any time. But if, every time we see you, there's a drink in your hand and you are drunk, physically, we can see that you're drunk. And you always fight. See, there's different kind of drunks. There's the drunk that's passed out sleep. There's the drunk that's always crying. And then you have the angry drunk. Tommy is the angry drunk that was gonna beat you to a pulp because they drunk. And now she out here wrangling up people to come and fight and threaten other people because of her actions. I'm pretty sure she didn't tell them, well, I was out here drinking and I fought security and that's why they don't want me on the stage, on set. But I don't know. So, y'all, back in Texas. Tokyo said she not gonna do the horses because she don't feel like it's safe for her or the horse So she gonna stay behind and she gonna help cook. I'm not really sure why Erica, stayed behind, but hey, while she was talking, she was saying how she done with all the beefing and all that other stuff, because that was her when she was younger, always fighting, always getting kicked out of places, being sent to alternative school. Mama threatened to put her into like a group home type of situation. She just done with it, and she just upset. Like, she's not, when she gets upset, it's not that I'm upset with the person. I'm upset that this person has, shifted my spirit. And I'm upset with myself because I let them take me there after I've done everything not to be that person again. And she's saying how, like, things that went on in her past is eating her up as an adult because she didn't handle it in the past. And I was like, that is so true. Like, people go through things as a child, and if they don't get the proper help, it's going to follow them into adulthood. And this is when Erica was like, she sees, like, they have something in common. She was molested as a child. She was in several in an abusive relationship for several years. And, like, she's so angry all the time. And she's like, she sees that in Tokyo. Well, I was like, okay, maybe she just needs somebody. She needs to get this out a long time ago, but she's not ready to tell her story. Now, everybody else, they out there on a horse. See her and her horse, they did not see eye to eye. She already knew before she got on the horse that this was a bad idea, but decided to get on the horse anyway. Now, y'all, I would love to ride a horse. Now, let me tell you the story. When I was little, almost everybody in my family, my uncle, my auntie, my brother, and another cousin of mine, all got to take a picture on this horse. Had the little cowboy hat on, the little bandana on. I don't know where Horseman was when it was time for me to take a picture, but I did not get the picture on the horse like everybody else got to do. But anyway, I would love to ride a horse. Now, here in Houston, on any given day, you can see somebody riding down the street on a horse. Now, I'm not talking about in, some back road area, dirt road area. No, I'm talking about middle of the city. It has been several times where I'm just sitting in my living room and I'm in the city area, not on the outskirts, in the city area, and there's 3-4 people just rolling down the street on the horse. When I first moved to Houston 4 years ago, it just, like, I was like, oh my goodness, people are just like riding the horses, just like right down the sidewalk. They like right on the road, like right along with the cars. Like, I had never seen anything like that. And when I told my cousin, yeah, people just be riding horses down the street, she thought I was like in the country area on a farm. I was like, no, girl, I'm in the city. I took her a picture of her, my neighborhood, and somebody riding a horse. She's like, girl, you are. Like, there's houses. I was like, yes, girl, we are in the city, in the middle of the city. And people just be riding their horses just up and down the street like it's nothing. I would like to, but you know what? I don't think that I would be good on a horse. I just don't think. I'll be too scared, and I would feel that the horse knows I'm scared, and it don't know what to do because I'm scared. So, I don't know. So, back in Atlanta, Jasmine says that she hopes that Rashida is marinating on their conversation. Now, I don't know if she and Rashida had a conversation that was not taped, but what we saw, y'all didn't have a conversation. Basically, Rashida, Red Truth or Filth, classily, I might add, Red Truth or Filth in the middle of a club on camera in front of her friends, and then told you to have a good day. So I don't know what she needs to be marinating on, but all her popping up has finally paid off because somebody in Candace's life wants to meet him. Kelsey, Kirk's daughter, Rashida's stepdaughter, she like, you know what, my daddy done told me that this girl was popping up yet again, and she not my biggest fan. I'm not her. We not cool, but I want to meet my little brother. And I was like, okay, but she's going on about y'all was both wrong. Basically, you was out here sleeping with a married man. Jasmine lets her know, both myself and Kirk knew he was he was married when we were sleeping together. It's not all my fault. I keep on saying that. I don't know why everybody's just jumping down Jasmine's throat. She didn't have, even though it's wrong, she had no loyalty to Rashida. That was Kirk. Kirk been treating Rashida wrong, so I guess she figured, why should I treat her good if he over her treating her wrong? But anyway, Kelsey's like, you know what, all this popping up was unnecessary. he's at home trying to fix his family, but she's like, Kannon is his family too. We forget that, you know, y'all just push my baby to the side. He over there want to go back and fix the family after he was over here messing with me for however long, getting me pregnant and, you know, taking care of my expenses. Now, wife then found out now he don't want nothing to do with the baby. But she's like, he was just trying to fix his family. They, you know, meet the baby and all that stuff. She happy that, you know, she finally got a little bit, another little brother to love on and all that stuff. So Jasmine, she finally got her wish. After all these pop-ups, somebody in Cannon's family will, on Kirk's side, want to meet him and be in his life. So BK wants to show Sierra that, you know, he still loves her by, you know, getting some candles and some flowers and writing, I love you. I guess that's supposed to get back in her good graces. I didn't, you know, this is my good gesture. But she's like, no, this is not going to work. Because remember, you out here cheating with Amber and Joy. He's like, Amber was lying. I was like, does that mean that you slept with Joy? Was Joy lying too? See, I believe it. It's not even that I believe you out your mouth said that you was cheating on her, but I'm guessing you're defensive. You are not fully divorced yet, so until you sign those divorce papers and the judge declares that y'all legally married, I'm not gonna fully commit to you. That's what I got out of the situation. When they left, them two was together. I don't know why when they was leaving Ranch, it felt like it was like the season finale when everybody's seeing what they got going on. But anyways, Sierra, she done took him back. They back together. But I'm like, you was married to Shooter and he cheated on you and you left him right then and there. This man who you not even married to been sleeping with every other woman in Atlanta, but we forgiving him? That's your business, not mine. So, lastly, Tommy, her mama, and her sister beat up. And Tommy's telling them how she got into it with people from the staff, security, and all that other stuff. And they sat her down with a substance abuse therapist, and she was like, how would you feel? They think I'm an alcoholic, and mama was like, yeah, that sounds about right, but you go ahead, tell your story. We're not gonna say nothing just yet because we know how you like to get down. So she says, how would you take it if somebody called you an alcoholic? She's like, I wouldn't take. Now I'm paraphrasing. She was like, mom says, I would let somebody call me an alcoholic because sometimes I feel like an alcoholic. There's been sometimes I can't get out of bed unless I have me a drink. There's sometimes I can't go to bed unless I had a drink. So I think I am an alcoholic. Alcoholism has destroyed a lot of people in our family, and we need to break this cycle. I promised myself that if my drinking caused me to feel any type of pain, I was going to stop. And I stopped because something's going on with me. The doctors are taking tests, doing all that stuff that they need to do, but something's going on with me, and I think it's alcohol related. I didn't want to tell anybody I've been sick for a while. She said this in her confession. She's been sick for a while and she didn't want to burden nobody. But I think this may be what gets Tommy to look at herself like, man, maybe I do have a problem. Because if you need to have a drink all the time just to cope, you have a problem. So I'm hoping that Tommy, she gets better, and this is such a huge platform she has. I hope she does not destroy it because of her drinking problem. So that was suggestive went on. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment or video response. And like always, I thank my subscribers and the people who watch my video. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.